How to become a son. So, what I mean by becoming a son is pretty much becoming your own source for yourself and for others. To be a son, you have to really know yourself deeply. It's the only way that you'll be able to actually provide what you actually need for yourself. And because our needs and our wants, they change moment to moment, you need to know, you need to be really in tune with yourself at all times. What is it that I need right now? Not that you want, but need. So let's say that you're sad. Being a son would mean you look to yourself to make yourself feel better. You don't look to your partner, you don't look to your friends and family. You look to yourself because you already know what it is that you need to make yourself feel better, to nurse yourself back to your normal state. The sun in the solar system stands alone, and all the other subjects, all the other planets revolve around it, and it provides for it. But who provides for the sun? All the planets rely on the sun, but who does the sun have to rely on? The sun is ultimately standing alone. And so for the sun to be fulfilled, it has to know itself. So it knows how to fulfill itself. So it knows how to make itself happy. When it's sad, it knows how to make itself feel better. When it's bored, it knows how to entertain itself. So you got to know yourself, and you got to be in tune with yourself. Deep in tune with yourself at all times. So you'll always have your back. You'll always know what you need. When we don't know ourselves, whenever it's chaotic in our internal world, things is happening, we're going through things, we look to the people that is closest to us, our best friend, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, our mom, our sister. The people that is closest to us, we look to them to kind of be the source to kind of help make us feel better or help us see things clearer or just to help us get through it. But ultimately, when you have that sort of dependence on others, it leads to your downfall. You got to be able to be your immediate first go-to source. You got to be able to be good on your own. So if you don't have anyone, or if maybe they're not available at the time, you're not just suffering. Get what I'm saying? It's good to have people around you that you could rely on and that could help manage your internal world whenever you don't feel strong enough as a spirit to handle it. Or if the things that normally make you feel better just isn't making you feel better, it's just, you just can't get, I don't want to say get rid of the feeling, but you just can't make yourself feel better or make yourself feel like everything's going to be okay. Then that's, as a plan B, that's when you will like go to friends and family and you will like talk about it and be like, this is what I'm going through and it's hard. It's been hard. But that's not your immediate first go-to. Your immediate first go-to is yourself. That's what it is to be a son. You provide for yourself. You know what it is that you need to make you feel better. You go through a heartbreak. You know what you need right now to make it feel just a little bit more okay than it did 5 minutes ago. Okay, you know how to comfort yourself. You know how to love yourself. You know how to care for yourself. You know how to nurse yourself. You got to know these things for yourself. So now you don't need anyone. Not in the negative way of, I don't need you, like I'm good on my, but in the way of, because I'm good in myself, everyone is their own person, so they're unpredictable. It doesn't even matter if they end up leaving tomorrow. I'm the ultimate source for me, for my happiness, for my peace, for my fulfillment. You got to know how to fulfill yourself. And when you know yourself and you know how to do these things and you actually start practicing it, like, okay, I'm bored, like I know how to entertain myself. I know how to make myself happy. I know how to make myself this, that, and the third. And you actually start putting it into practice, you'll start to build a bond with yourself, and you'll start to see that you could rely on yourself. And you'll ultimately, like, you'll always be okay. Because you're everything that you need. So you can stand alone. Just like the sun. The sun is so good at being its source for itself that it's able to provide for the other planets as well. Being a sun is about having a bond with yourself, a deep bond, a legit relationship with all of the parts of you. They no longer fight with each other. You accept all of you, you use all of you, and you know all of you. And you're able to fill your own cup. And this relationship that you have with yourself, it's to take the highest chair. This relationship is to be more important than all the other ones. It's to be put above all your other relationships. Because the bond and relationship that you have with yourself is sacred, and it lasts forever. All of eternity. The relationship that you have built with yourself. And so it's extremely important that you're able to rely on yourself for all your needs, that you're able to trust yourself and your word, that you accept yourself, know yourself, and love yourself. When you're in a room with 10 other people and the teacher goes, okay, she points you out and says, how many people are in this room? Do you say there's 9 people in this room, or do you say that there's 10? You say that there's 10 because you include yourself. Because you are also a person. You are also a someone. You count. You're here too. And so you're trying to have relationships with all these other people, forgetting that you having the relationship with yourself counts. And so when you're feeling lonely and you're like, I need someone, you're someone. Go to yourself. This is what it is to be a sun. It's you and you taking on the world. It's knowing that and standing by that truth. That when I was a spirit and I first became aware, I was with me. When I die, I'm going to be with me. Throughout life, the person who's always been there through every step of the way, me. So I owe myself that loyalty. You can rely on yourself for external things, other things as well. Like when you want to listen to music, if you make music, listen only to your own music. Like you're your favorite artist, you're your go-to artist, like that's being your own cheerleader right there. If you write stories and you like, I feel like reading a good book right now, like read a book that you wrote a long ass time ago and you literally forgot what you wrote, like. Or if like you, like me, you make astrology videos and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I need clarity of like what's going on. Like I don't go and watch other astrologers, I go and watch my own astrology video to get that clarity. Because I trust my knowledge, I trust in my understanding of astrology, and I trust that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go here and watch my own shit. That's other ways that you could rely on yourself. That's it for this video. Bye, guys.